Hello everyone, I am Shilpa Sharma, lecturer, HR department. Now, since we all know that our college is going to host a communication fest, it's going to be a big event wherein we are inviting each and every student, we are encouraging them to come forward and participate in more than 20 events that have been designed for them. Now, whichever event you are all participating in, you will make sure at the end of the event that it hones your communication skills, both in terms of reading, writing, or expression of communication to say in general. Now, because of this communication fest, I feel it apt to speak on this topic communication and discuss something with you all. Now, this communication, whether it is in written form or it is in oral form, is based on a common checklist of 7 C's. Now, what is this 7 C's of communication? The first C is clear. This 7 C's, this speaks about how your message should be, how you should be sending your messages. What is the importance of sending? What is the importance of sender? What is the importance of receiver? And more importantly, what is the importance of how you frame your message and send it to the receiver so that the end purpose is served? So, in the same way, the 7 C's of communication are clear, correct, concrete, concise, complete, courteous, and considerate. Now let's discuss each of them in detail. The first one is clear. When I say that a message should be clear, it means that whichever message you're trying to send should not contain multiple ideas. It should not stick with several ideas. The goal of that message, the end purpose of that message should be easily understandable, because we all like when a message is clear. It is serving the purpose of sending that message and the receiver receives it with satisfaction. The second C is correct. Now, what I mean by saying that your message should be correct is that it should not contain spelling mistakes. You should make sure that your message is not containing any kind of spelling mistake or grammatical mistake, because the very skeleton of that message does not look nice. Also, when you are sending a correct message, you should make sure that it is exact and well timed. The third C of communication is concrete. You know what is the meaning of concrete? Concrete is the certainty with which you send that message. Also, it means that the way you send a message, which means being concrete, it should leave no rooms for misinterpretation at the receiver's end. It should be received by the receiver with the same purpose as it was sent by the sender. The fourth in the league is concise. See, what happens when someone sends you a very long message? Does your interest not get lost in the way? Sometimes you just want to read it fast because you want to finish it off. And in that, you might miss out on something really important which is in the middle of the message. So when I say that a message has to be concise, which is also the one of the 7 C's of communication, I mean that your message should be precise. It should be to the point. It should be relevant. It should contain all the information that is needed to support what you are sending. And try your level best to not fill it with any kind of superfluous sentences or words. Okay? You also have to maintain the interest of the receiver, which is maintained only when your message is concise, precise, to the point, and easily understandable by the receiver. Now, the next in the league is complete, which is again one of the 7 C's. By sending a complete message. Now, all these hold true even when you are speaking something, when you are giving a message in verbal form, not just in written form. So, this is really very important. You should take note of each and every C in your communication. Now, when I say that your message should be complete, I mean that your message should contain all the facts and figures that should support what you are sending, that should support your message. All the information should be sent along with your message to ensure that at the final end, your message should be used for decision making. You know, these 7 C's are the framework even for business writings. So this is very important. At the end of the day, each and every information or each and every message in the organization is used for decision making. So you should make sure that there should be no confusion in your message. It should be substantiated by enough facts, figures, data, so that the ultimate purpose of putting that message into use while making any kind of decision in the organization should be served. Now, we've done with the concise part, we've done with the complete part. Next in the league is considerate or consideration. This is exactly, it holds the literal meaning. Consideration means you should be considerate towards your audience. You must know which kind of audience is the recipient of your message, because not every audience is going to get it in the same way, in the same manner. For example, there's one more thing that I would like to add in this. Every organization has its own set of jargons. Now, this jargon you use only when you're talking to the chosen set of people in your or within your organization. But you have to be considerate towards the words that you choose, the receiver's opinion, the knowledge, the mindset, and even the background of the person to whom you're sending the message. Okay? So this is consideration, that you should be considerate towards the recipient of your message. This will ensure that the end purpose of your message is served. The last in the league is, in the 7 C's of communication, is be courteous or courteous. Courteous means that you know that we have different hierarchies in the organization. This is just one example that I'm citing to you. We have different hierarchies in the organization. You cannot send the same message to everyone in the same manner. By being courteous, you need to take into consideration the respect of the one to whom you are sending the message. Okay, your receiver should be feeling morally good when he or she receives your message. So the usage of certain words which reflect courtesy on your part should never be missed out when you are sending your message to someone. Students, if you keep these 7 C's as your framework, as a checklist, which is also imperative to business organizations, you will find that your communication has improved many folds more. The standard of your communication will improve either in writing or in oral many folds more. And it is very rightly said that communication comes to those who want to work on it. So work on your communication by taking into consideration the 7 C's of communication. Thank you so much.